Please be gentle, because your words cut deep like a shredder, is how they feel about you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon. Wait a minute, let me say that again. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Okay, so this person, they feel sometimes when you speak, the truth, it has a tendency to cut deep, and they don't like it when they first feel it. It's uncomfortable. They don't like it. You don't even have to be extremely rude. You don't have to fly off the handle. You're just expressing how you feel and what you see and how you think about certain behaviors that you see within them. And you're saying it because you love them. It's not like it's not like you trying to like hit below the belt on like, or with the intention to, how can I say? It's not from a malicious place. That's just what it is. It's actually from a place of love. But tough love hurts as if it is malicious, and it's not. Tough love can hurt like that, though, because it's so true that it could hurt, especially when you recognize its truths. And that's how this person feels about you. When you speak to them about certain aspects of certain ways that they may have, or certain things that have happened that you feel like you needed to address, it did make them feel uncomfortable. It did. And they feel like you tore them to pieces. Okay? However, they were grateful after a little while of thinking, engaging with themselves, and really allowing themselves to recognize what you said and why you said it and where that energy derived from in your perspective as well. So this person decided to be more open to allowing your words to really permeate their mind, so that they can not be so hasty to get angry. Because many times people become very defensive. However, if it's someone that respects you and loves you, they'll still feel some type of way. But they'll take time to hear what you said, because they'll replay it in their mind over and over again. And the more they replay it, the more that they'll have to agree, because what you said was not dishonest. You were being honest about what you said. So yes, you did cause an annihilation of a part of them that needed to be broken. Some things are meant to be broken. Like, for example, certain policies should be broken because they're affecting people that should not be affected in such a way. Certain laws, they should be changed, and there needs to be an update because they're too old. And when they first were implemented, it wasn't smart then, and it's still not the best now. It's just that they're so interwoven that they're just in there. So it's like, it'll take time to unravel things as such. So it's just like, I keep thinking about policy, because a lot of times when you're dealing with businesses or doing business or speaking to customer service, if something happens that it doesn't benefit you, or you have no protection in that space, they're always like, oh, well, as per policy. So the policy is not usually for the people, it's for the company, to protect the company, which is understandable, but then there's no protection in certain instances for the people, right? Okay, this is just an example. And it's the same way when it comes to certain aspects of the ego. When someone that loves you breaks a certain part of the ego, it's so that it could be built up stronger with understanding. The ego is necessary, very necessary, because without that, you'd be like rubber, just flapping around. I mean, you can't. You ain't got no bones. You need that strength. Okay, so that's what the ego does. The ego does give strength and stability. It's just that it could hurt, when someone addresses something that is in alignment with the ego. However, this person understood what you meant and knew what you were saying. And this caused them to heal, because many times the ego is misused, because the ego is the protector of a person. And sometimes the ego can misguide if it's not maintained and paid attention to. It can misguide. So it's a good thing to check the ego. Whoever knows that they have a big ego should always check their own ego and make sure, that they're making the best decisions. Because sometimes when the ego is inflated, it could confuse you. It can confuse a person. So there was something here like that where someone's ego was distorting their trajectory of themselves in some way. And you were able to express in a loving way, even though they felt it as harsh, just because it was the truth, though. Because it doesn't feel like you delivered this information in a harsh way. It just feels, well, some of you may have, but it just feels like you were just being honest in that moment. Yeah. And so, to put a mirror to the face of those that you love and you care about is one of the best things that one can do for a person. And I see that as a gift as well, because it could extend a person's life and livelihood. Because there's certain aspects of our personality that can really cause problems in various ways. So that's like having a friend and you see them crashing out and you don't say anything. A real friend is going to be like, what's going on with you? You know that's not good for you. You can't be doing that. Or if somebody that cares about you is going to tell you, they're not just going to let you crash and burn. So because they know that you were not going to allow them to crash and burn, this is why they have so much love and respect for you. However, what you said, it still did hit home a little too hard at first. So they may have even been angry at you. But after the fact, they realized that it was only love that you fed through that invisible tunnel that you sent to them for them to go through, for them to see themselves, because they weren't able to see. So it's like after all that, all the ups and downs of emotions that they went through after listening to you, they feel stronger now. And their ego is better than it was before. It's in better shape because they are able to control it better. They have better control of it now. And it's all about that control. That's what it's really about. When a person has a really big ego, but they're out of control and they don't think about how they could tame their own beast and how it is beneficial to them, it's likely for them to end up crashing out. And then what can anybody do about it at that point? Once it's done, it's done. Can't turn back the hands of time. So yeah, if you resonate with this message and you recognize this energy as an aspect of the type of love that you give and are willing to receive as well, drop it down in the comments, 888. I declare this is an aspect of my love and this is my future love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyRose.org. Also, you can join the membership here on YouTube to gain access to additional content. Thanks again for being here. I'll see you in the next one.